Hello students, let's try to understand magnetic properties of D block element. Magnetic properties of D block element. Due to the presence of unpaired electrons in n-1 d orbital, most of the transition metal ions and their compounds are paramagnetic. That is, they are attracted by magnetic field. Due to presence of unpaired electron in n-1 d orbital, most of the transition metal ions and their compounds are paramagnetic. Right, student? They are attracted by magnetic field, that you keep in mind. As the number of unpaired electron increases from 1 to 5, the magnetic moment and hence the paramagnetic character also increases. So up to manganese, that is increasing. Those are transition elements which have paired electron are diamagnetic, they are repelled by the magnetic field. That is the answer is zinc. Metals like cobalt, nickel possess high magnetic paramagnetic where they obtain magnetic movement and hence referred as what student they are going to referred as that is ferromagnetic. That is. Now the next point, interstitial solid solution. Student, what do you mean by interstitial solid solution? Right. So let's try to understand interstitial solid solution. Student, they are saying interstitial solids solution formed when the solute atom is equal to or slightly smaller and can fill the interstitial space between the solvent atom. Between the solvent atom, the atoms crowd into the interstitial site, causing the bonds of the solvent atoms to compress and thus deform. Right? The atoms crowd in the interstitial site, causing the bond of the solvent atom to compress and thus deform. Elements commonly used to form interstitial solid solution include hydrogen, lithium, nitrogen, copper and oxygen. Carbon and iron still is one example of interstitial solid solution. है ना? So they are saying these are the going to trap. Carbon is one example of interstitial solid solution. So when small atoms are getting trapped in the lattice of the transition metal, that is what is called, student, interstitial. So that is what interstitial solid, when the solute form the equal slightly smaller and can fill the interstitial place between the solvent atom. The atoms crowd into the interstitial site, causing the bonds of the solvent atom compress and thus deform. Element commonly used to form interstitial solid. What are there? Hydrogen, lithium, sodium, nitrogen, carbon and oxygen. So these are the answers, students. Thank you so much for watching.